Ciao ragazzi, CP here with another Juve Power News update. We've got a lot to talk about today. It's Sunday. I can't wait to actually get out and enjoy the day, but we've got some big news. So what have we got? First of all, I've got Benatia talking to Mirko Di Natale of Tuto Juve. He's talking about Paulo Dybala. Dybala is a player he respects very much. They've won a lot of games together. He doesn't understand why Juventus would like to get rid of him. He says he suffered very much watching him this year because he's been injured so much and he fell for him. Benatia, throughout this interview, you can get the great feeling of his loyalty towards his ex-teammates. He talks about Cristiano here as well. He talks about Cristiano. He says, I don't understand the criticisms addressed to him. He came to Juve to score and he's doing it. At his age, he's won titles, not the Champions League. No one can do that on his own. I think this team lacked a bit of quality in various departments, but in my opinion, Cristiano did more than he had to do. He did his job. Where can you find another striker who scores 35 goals? And that's like, that is the point of it. Cristiano did a great job. He did his job, and if we were to replace him, I think he's irreplaceable at this stage. I mean, if you look at who's going to get you those kind of goals, so you're looking at someone like Haaland, potentially, but Benatia kind of goes on and he says, he gives a hint at who he thinks could do the job for Juventus. So he says, I can confirm. He talks about Pjanic first of all. He says, again, this is another former teammate of his. He's very loyal to him. He's a top player. He knows the environment. He's a natural choice. Talks about Donnarumma, but again, he respects the work of Tech, another former teammate. Locatelli, great quality, and in Sassuolo he convinced him. He says he's crazy about Vlahovic. He's a goal machine. He's physically strong, and he's like Haaland. I don't know if he's like Haaland, guys. He needs to prove a little bit more before you can compare him to Haaland. It'd be one more thing for this Juventus that aims to go back to the top of Italy. I agree. I think Vlahovic is a great player. He's the current under 23 MVP for Serie A. So we got Kulusevski last year. If we could get the next big young talent in Serie A, that would be very, very good business. It's easier said than done because we're dealing with Fiorentina. They hate us. We're dealing with Rocco Commisso, who's a difficult guy to deal with. So, I don't know. Do I have any hope of doing that deal? Money talks. So if Juventus have the money, I'm sure a deal can be done. If Vlahovic's will is to go to Juventus, I'm sure nothing will get in the way. So like, what else can we talk about? I mean, I'm going to move on and talk about Manuel Locatelli in a second. Tuttosport are talking about Locatelli. Carnevali's in charge of this, guys. Carnevali said that he's going to respect the will of the player. He's going to do what's best for the player, and that's number one priority. But they're going to try and do a deal after the European Championships. What do we think here? Do we think this is for the best of the player, or do we think this is for the best of Carnevali and Sassuolo? Is he trying to make more money? Because we know that, look, if he plays European Championships, which he will, and Italy do well, his price is going to go up 100%. He's going to be, in the shop window for everyone in Europe, and you could have a potential bidding war. So that's bad for Juventus. Juventus are not in a position to go into a bidding war, an auction situation for any player. We need to make deals, and we need the will of the player, and we need the team he's currently at to respect that and try to get the deal done in as quick a fashion as possible. So what else can I say? This isn't good news for Juventus. Donnarumma on a free transfer is a great opportunity. Yeah, it's a great opportunity. We'd have to pay plenty of money to his agent, but what can you say? He's one of the strongest goalkeepers for his age in the world. 22, by the way, since last February. So, like, what can we say about that? I mean, like, I'd like both players. I'd like Locatelli. I'd like Donnarumma. I'd like also Vlahovic. But are we going to get them? I don't know. I really don't know. I'm going to move on here now. So, going to statement this morning from Max Allegri. This is reported by Romeo Gresti. This is in Corriere dello Sport as well. They're talking about accusations and allegations made against Max Allegri. Allegri's statement reads, with reference to the news published on my account today, I declare myself with absolute firmness completely unrelated to any allegation of illegal or irregular activity, and even less to any violation of the anti-money laundering legislation. With these words, Massimiliano Allegri distances himself from the rumours published by a newspaper about his alleged involvement in an investigation relating to violations of anti-money laundering regulations. So what actually happened? They go on to say the Bank of Italy are investigating some suspicious transactions of the Juventus coach, with bank risk managers are considering Allegri's alleged expenses in 2 casinos abroad of over €350,000 between July 18 and August 2019. Couple of questions that come up straight away. Why is it only coming to light now? Are they only beginning their investigations now? You know, if so, that's fair enough. But if they've begun the investigations already and, you know, it's only coming to light now, then, you know, what can I say? Like, it sounds like another anti-Juventus kind of campaign that's just beginning to start. And every year we have 2 or 3 of them. They just run. Most of them are based on absolute BS. And, you know, I kind of suggested this one is too. Why would I suggest that? So, Max Allegri is a very wealthy man. Very wealthy man. Gambling isn't my thing, but it is for some, you know, and far be it for me to judge. So €350,000 for a man as wealthy as him, for me, that shouldn't be sending signals to the bank, oh, you need to investigate this. So when it says suspicious transactions, €350,000 for Colin, that would be a huge fucking red flag. Something's going on here, because where does Colin get that amount of money? But Max Allegri, no. He's got plenty of money, and if he chooses to spend it in a casino, that's his own choice. I have no problem with it whatsoever. So, you know, I think this is just a smear campaign against Allegri, you know, and it just comes to light, you know, a few days after he rejoins Juventus. You know, it's more Italian media bullshit in my view. So, what can I say about that? I mean, I'm going to move on here. We've got the Superlega, got news of that. Alexander Ceferinout, talking about fucking his relationship with Andrea Agnelli. Who cares about his relationship with Andrea Agnelli? This guy's supposed to be a professional. Why is he talking about his relationship with Andrea Agnelli? Like, what sort of a guy is this that we have, you know, representing all of football in Europe? You don't go talking, like, he says he lied to him. He says that he changed, you know, the day before they launched the Superlega, everything was, you know, all about the new Champions League reform, you know, ECA. But look, in fairness, Agnelli represented ECA. You know, it doesn't mean it's his project. You know, and when you represent something and you're a spokesperson for a group, you represent that group and you've got to represent it. It doesn't mean you're not involved in any other plan or any other organization or any other project. It just means you do your job for that particular group and then you move on and you do your job for another group, and that's fine. You know, so again, what can I say about Ceferin? He just annoys me. This guy he's an absolute gangster. He's a total gangster. He's trying to spin the story off of himself, off the negative attention he's getting, and onto, you know, Andrea Agnelli. So what has Agnelli done wrong? I don't see that he's done anything wrong. Business is business. You shouldn't be involving your personal, loyalties, relationships, or anything like that in it. It's business, simple as. And if he's taking it personal, it just shows how poor of a businessman he is, and how inept and incapable he is to lead UEFA. Yeah, that's my take on it. I can't stand the guy, So with that, what am I gonna say? I'm gonna thank everybody for supporting me. I'm gonna say thanks to Nader, who is my latest follower on Twitch. I'm hoping to go live on Twitch tonight, and hopefully see some of you guys there. That'd be great. Keep an eye out for our podcast. That's Juve Power Talk, and that's going to be Tuesday and Thursday, I think, this week. Not sure in the times yet, but I'll let you guys know. Podcast is available on Spotify now. It's on Google Talks. It seems to be on most of them. I'll start dropping links when it's actually activated, but I think you should be able to find it. Just search JPWR and all of that. Join our Discord group. I'm going to leave all the details in the comment section. And if you like the video and you want to see more, hit the likes, give me a comment on some of the news, give me your opinion on the news, hit the bell icon and subscribe. Make sure you're notified of new videos that are uploading. So with that, I'm going to thank everybody, and ciao ragazzi, enjoy your Sunday.